Well, the Maine legislature pulled an all-nighter last night, finishing the session and going home just as the sun was coming up this morning.
Before it was over, they had upheld several of the governor's vetoes while also voting on some last-minute bills, including two major pieces of legislation that impact labor, electricity, and climate change. Here's News Center Maine's David Guildford.
Two bills impacting two major Maine industries headed in opposite directions out of the legislature overnight. Lawmakers upheld a veto by Governor Mills of a farm worker minimum wage bill, with Mills saying last-second changes to it raised questions from farmers about what it could do.
It just made no sense.
Maine Organic Farmers and Gardeners Association Deputy Director Heather Spalding was astounded by the veto last week, saying any changes made were at the request of the Mills administration. Nevertheless, Mills invited MOFGA to join 12 other organizations on a committee tasked with writing a new bill for next session. The governor saying she supports a new farm minimum wage.
I would like to see, a clean minimum wage that both the legislature and agriculture can get behind and really work together on a great solution.
Jeannie Tapley is with the Maine Potato Board, which will also have a seat on that committee. The board opposed the now dead bill, as well as overtime pay for workers. But Tapley said it does support a new minimum wage, though a dollar figure hasn't been set. Meanwhile, Mills is expected to sign a bill supporting new Maine infrastructure for offshore wind power and making Maine a player in the industry.
It's really not an understatement to say that this is a generational bill, a generational piece of legislation catalyzing the offshore wind industry in Maine.
Supporters argued this bill needed to happen now because any offshore wind projects are going to take place out in federal waters, whether Mainers want it or not. And this is Maine's chance to dictate the terms.
It's mind-blowing to the lobster industry.
Fishing groups are divided on the bill, which also promises a study to find any impacts the turbines may have on fishing grounds. But it appears the projects will move forward as Maine continues to navigate its course to a future with more renewable energy. David Guildford, News Center, Maine.
The Farm Worker Bill Committee does not have a date yet for its first meeting, but it is expected to submit a summary to the governor by December 1st of this year.